Okay, I got a question for all you editors and publishers out there. Okay, a lot of you say no to unsolicited manuscript from unknown authors, which I understand, but then you also say no science fiction or fantasy, but you do accept romance. So my question is that what if the story takes place in the future and it has some paranormal science fantasy to it, but it's also a love story, a romance? Would you still accept it, or is that an automatic rejection, don't even try? Now, I've searched a couple of websites to try and find an answer to this, but so far, no luck. Talking like Kensington Books Publishing, Avon Publishers, DAW, D-A-W, which they will sometimes accept some science fiction, but then again, what if it also includes romance? So it's a conundrum. So please, if you have any advice, I'd appreciate it, as I have 4 manuscripts completed. 4 are romance, a couple are kind of science fiction because of the characters that they are, but a lot of definitely romance in there, and then a couple of contemporary romance. Well, one contemporary romance, another one I would classify as general fiction, though it has some of the paranormal, like ghosts getting back at some bad guys. Definitely romance. Also about kids in foster care who get adopted, and the conversation and interaction between the new mom that's trying to get them interested in things and helping them to heal. And then of course I have several others which can be considered for teens, tweens, young adults. Kind of like short story because it's got about 18,000 words, but it concerns about grandparents wanting to spend more time with their grandkids, and the grandkids wanting to spend more time with the grandparents, and it's the father that initiated the divorce, and he's trying to tell his parents they can't have any more contact with the kids because he doesn't think they're his, yet the DNA tests prove that, yeah, the kids are all his, including one that's on the way. So there's that one, and then there's one that, again, it's for teens and tweens and young adults, about, a young man who loses his mom, finds out that he has to be adopted, by his dad, his mom's husband, and how that all comes about. So, that can also be, general fiction, but it has a child, being the main character there, so I would have to definitely say children's general, and trying to find a literary agent, let alone a publisher, to take a chance on you, especially when they're not into the dark, evil vampires or werewolves, and that there's a good one among all the bad ones, and I'm not really into that, though I do have a romance novel that has some vampires and werewolves in it. They are the bad guys, they aren't the good ones. Okay, so that's my question for you, is that is it really science fiction if it includes all the science fiction fantasy stuff plus romance, or do you classify that as generally romance? I'd be interested to hear from you. My email is dayanara@hotmail.com, D-A-E-A-N-A-R-A-H @hotmail.com. And if you want to read, if you are editors or publishers, I'd be happy to forward the manuscripts to you. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.